Hi, this is Natalie Rydstrom and you're watching SBR Picks. The Grammy Awards will be held on February the 8th, where the best popular musicians find out if their hard work and music contribution for the year has earned them a Grammy. Household names like Beyonce and Sam Smith are in the runnings, and the odds are out. The host of William Hill's special podcast, Lee Phelps, joins us now to give us his predictions. Lee, thank you for being here today.
No problem.
Let's start with the Best New Artist. Sam Smith is the favourite to win the Best New Artist award, priced 1.14 there, very low. Can you see anyone beating him?
No, this is the easiest one of the lot. I mean, Sam Smith's had an unbelievable year, hasn't he? He's nominated in so many categories. The four major categories that we're going to talk about, he's nominated in those and two more. So he's actually got the most nominations of anyone at the Grammys. Sensational. That means he can't not be the best newcomer, can he? There's no other newcomer that's got that many nominations, so it stands to reason. I mean, he's an excessively short price, isn't he? So I mean, it's not really the sort of price that you can make millions out of. But I think it's as sure a bet as you're going to find. If you don't mind backing short prices, then this is the one for you. Sam Smith, best newcomer. I can't see how he loses.
Yeah, I was quite surprised though to see Iggy Azalea on the list of new artists there. She's priced 13, with Bet365, but her music has been out for some time now. Obviously, sort of one of her songs which sort of catapulted into the public eye, Work, was published back in March 2013. Why is she on the list?
Well, I think it's just because it spans into the voting period. It's the same with things like the Oscars. It depends when they come out, doesn't it? And it can be a little bit weird the way it works. So I think that the body of work, as long as the body of work is in the specific time frame that the Grammys set, then it counts. I mean, I've seen this before, and you think they've been around for ages, and yet the best newcomer. It's a strange anomaly, I think, of the system, but yeah, she just creeps in.
Well, no surprise, Sam Smith is also up for Song of the Year award. That's priced 1.91 at William Hill with his song Stay With Me. Chandelier is priced next, they're 5. So we have some value on this market. What's your prediction?
Yeah, this is the one that I'm going to take Sam Smith on in. Now, there are two categories, so we'll come on to Record of the Year soon. And you think Record of the Year, Song of the Year, then we've got Album of the Year. Well, Record of the Year is the award for the whole team, if you like, the singer, the songwriter, the engineer. Well, Song of the Year is just for the writer. Now, this is a very well-written song, don't get me wrong, and I think it's fantastic, and there are actually quite a few writers behind the scenes for this one. But ballads don't tend to win this. It tends to be more of a kind of maybe a pop song, if you like, or a more commercially viable song, if you like, rather than just a ballad. So I'm looking at Chandelier here. A huge hit all over the world. Sia's been fantastic over the years. I mean, she's obviously coming to prominence now as a solo artist. She's been a solo artist before, but she's also written songs for some of the biggest artists in the world: Beyonce, Madonna, Lady Gaga, and Katy Perry, and lots of others. She's already had kind of name checks at the Grammys, and now it's time for her. So the Grammy voters are already familiar with her body of work, and I think at that price, that might well be my favourite bet of all the Grammys bets. It's a big price, that, and it's a very good song and a very, very talented songwriter as well. Yeah,
she certainly is. Chandelier, they're priced 5. Now, next you made mention here, so it's the Record of the Year. Sam Smith with Stay With Me is the favourite, price 2. Then we have Sia's Chandelier, followed by Iggy Azalea's Fancy, Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, and those are on offer between 4.5 and 7. So who's your choice here and why?
Yeah, I'm going with the favourite on this one, Natalie, for kind of like the reasons I said before. When you look at past winners of this, you tend to get a lot more ballads, a lot more kind of almost like meaningful songs, if you like. And I think Sam Smith's team behind him, it's chock full of previous Grammy winners as well, the engineers and the producers. So I think he's got a fantastic chance here. I think his song fits with previous Record of the Year winners better than it does with Song of the Year winners, and you're getting a better price here, aren't you? You're getting 2 even money. I think that's a good bet. If you don't want to be going down the road of backing the really short price for the best newcomer, I think this is my favourite category for Sam Smith. He may well win them all, but this is the one I think he's got a really good chance in here, just because of the type of song, the year he's had, the whole arrangement of the song is fantastic, and it just fits for me as a Grammy winner at even money.
Well, finally, we've got Album of the Year, and it's Beyoncé's self-titled album, and then Sam Smith's In the Lonely Hour. Both are priced $2.75 there. Both favourites to win, so it kind of makes it a little bit harder to choose. But what would you say your prediction is for this award?
Yeah, I'm going a bit left field here. I'm going for Beck, Morning Phase. Beck, anyone who's not familiar with the late 90s, he was kind of part of that grunge scene, kind of maybe at the end of that grunge scene, kind of a cool artist to like, if you like, and he's got Grammy success in the past, 3 times Grammy winner. The engineer on this record is a 7-time Grammy winner, so there's a lot of Grammy kind of royalty involved here. This album has been hugely critically acclaimed, and it's a pretty big price at the moment. Now, Beyonce, look, I mean, she is Miss Grammy. I mean, she's going to end up being the most decorated female artist of all time as far as the Grammys go. There's a couple of things about the record. There's been quite a lot of chat about it being overproduced and maybe just going a bit too far. The other thing is that if it's that good of an album, why is she not in the Record of the Year running? Why is she not in the Song of the Year running? I mean, it's almost like...
That's what I was thinking, actually. That was one of my points here.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Smith, fair enough. The album's obviously, great, and his songs have been nominated. So I'm not saying she's not going to win. I'm just saying there are slight negatives around it and slight kind of worries that maybe if you're backing at a shorter price, then there might be a few worries about it. So I think, back at the price, and, I think you can get, you can get 6 around, 5 to 1, 6 to 1 around. For him to win it, look, it's a bit of an outsider. I'm not saying that Beyonce won't win, but I've read it. We were talking when we've done other previews. There are a few websites around where you can. I think we did the Golden Globes or the Oscars. It was a website where it pits together a lot of different experts, and they all have their picks. You get 12 experts, and they all pick, and you tend to get the same. But this one's really divided actually, and I picked the Beck record first, and then went to look at that website, and I was quite pleasantly surprised that at least 3 or 4 of them had actually picked Morning Phase as the album of the year, so it might have a genuine chance.
Interesting. And if you had to make one bet from the ones we've discussed, what would it be? Yeah,
I mean, I must admit I do like the Sia Chandelier as Song of the Year, but I think for safety's sake, it is a bit of a bigger price. Sam Smith to win Record of the Year at even money, 2.0 is my favourite bet.
Fantastic. Lee Phelps, thank you for joining us today.
No problem.